In this video, we're going to add another accessory to our Tokarev Hammer shotgun. Now, we did do a video where we got this really nifty detachable sling that holds ammo. It was a $25 add-on. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to mount a rear sight, which will be a peep sight, and it also has a bit of a rail to add on the top. So if you wanted to put an optic or a light or something or a red dot, plus you'll have a ghost ring style peep sight on here. So that's what we're going to do in this video, and I'll take you through it step by step on how to do it, how to prep it and that. But first I'm going to show you the sight and tell you how much I paid for it. Alright, so this is what arrived. I got two of them, one for this gun and one for the hammer. They were $29.99 a piece, so that's about 60 bucks. And then they charged me 11.5 shipping, come out to $71.43, divided $35.75, including shipping and handling. So what is in the bag? This is it. So this is pretty interesting. If you see where the hole is in the back here, this is where this little screw goes and attaches it to the receiver. Now, once we get the gun up, I'll show you. If you look, some people are mistaken. There's a groove like on a .22 rifle on top of that receiver. You have to put this way at the edge and slide it on, and it locks on where it won't go. It then slides in the grooves, and we set the little screw in with Loctite. We'll do it. And that hex head, you're going to need a 3mm hex or torque wrench, or Allen wrench, to place that in. That's it. That's the only tools you need. Now, we'll go through it and we'll do a dry run and not put anything on it, but then once we check it, make sure it fits, then you would want to Loctite that sight in to keep it from vibrating loose during shooting. I use the red Loctite. A lot of people tell you use blue or something else. The thing about Loctite is two things you're going to have to do with this, and it involves acetone. Okay, put that here. What you'd want to do is kind of put a little acetone on the screw and around the hole, kind of wash it off to get all the grease out. Put the Loctite on there, any type of Loctite, screw it in, then say you wanted to remove the sight, and you're like, oh my God, you put the red Loctite in, we got to put a torch to it to melt. No. Take this or nail polish remover and just get a little bit on an eyedropper or whatever, and when this bolt is in there, you just put some on there, let it sit for 5 minutes, and that stuff will work its way through, and then you should be able to break loose the bolt with the Loctite. Okay? Alright, on this shotgun, your receiver has two grooves in it here, much like a .22 rifle. If you ever mounted one of those .22 rifle scopes where you got to slide it into the groove and tighten it down, similar thing. Now, when it comes to washing off with acetone, basically just a little screw in that hole in the area there is all you need to do. You don't need to wipe down this. This is polymer or plastic, I believe. Maybe it's aluminum anodized. Yeah, it's anodized aluminum, but still, be careful. Don't, because this is plastic here, and you don't want to get your acetone on there. Now, we're going to go, and this is kind of tricky on this one. See, it's not taken right there. Go back, there we go. This one's going on a little bit on the tight side. But this is what you want so it doesn't move. Slide it up to where it lines up with the hole. And I strongly suggest you trial fit it. Drop the screw in there before you put any Loctite or anything on. Tighten it down. Everything looks hunky-dory. Okay. Now we're going to remove this, and I'm going to put just a dab of Loctite on this screw. And like I said, don't freak out because it's the red permanent. Just a dab on the end. It's all you need. You don't need a whole huge amount of it on there. A little bit. And that's about it. Seal this crap up. Okay, is this one going to stay on? Yep. And that's it. We're done. Okay. Got it on there. You have a rail now to mount accessories. The screw in the center is your elevation, and it gives you an arrow to up. And on the side, there's a screw there, and that's your windage. Pretty simple. Okay. Now I'll do a conclusion to the video. So here's one of our $100 cheap Turkish shotguns, the Tokarev Hammer. This is not a bad gun. I do like it, but we'll give you a total cost here. Now I put this sling on, this one and the Titan, because it's pretty neat. You can take them off and on fairly easily. And it holds some shells with it, so it was good. That was a $25 option. Now the rear sight here, this costs about 30 bucks delivered. Or what was it? No, $36 with the shipping. And it was weird because you'd have to line up the receiver with like the bottom edge of the sight to be on. Now we have something adjustable. We have a short rail. If you want to, you can mount optics or something, and you have an adjustable sight in the rear, which should help. And we will go out and fire this gun and sight it in at 20 yards or something, and see how it shoots in patterns. So now, like I said, oh wow, $100 shotgun, let's jump on it. Well, I think when you're making out, if you buy the Titan or another semi-automatic for $100, that's where you're going to make out, because I paid $150 for the Titan, and they dropped them down to $100. You're not going to see the pumps go below $100, but I went to a gun show and seen where someone had a gun like this with a price tag of $230 on it, which is the full retail price. So, $100, it's $130 less than what I've seen at the gun show, and I probably would be charged sales tax plus what I spent to go to the gun show. So, alright, so this one was $100. So by the time I got it, paid the shipping, sales tax, and I had to pay the FFL dealer a transfer fee, it come out to $152 for the gun. I paid $25, which was $20 for the sling and $5 shipping. So 25 bucks to add the sling on and $36 to add the rear sight on. That's sales tax, shipping, handling, the whole 9 yards. So all in all, with everything tallied up, to get the gun to this point, adjustable rear sight, cool ass sling, all this other stuff, was $213. So, you know, I mean, it all sounds good, and yes, if you can find this and order it online for $100, it's a good deal. But just be aware that when you get all these bells and whistles you want and all the add-ons, you know, I could get a ventilated handguard, and I always wondered why they made 1-round extensions. This shotgun has a little bit longer magazine, so instead of 4 like most of them are, it holds 5. So they sell you a little add-on to add 1. Where to tighten, you could get it to add 2, and then that way you'd have 6 in the mag and 1 in the chamber, make them 7 shotguns. If I really needed more magazine capacity, I would just buy a different firearm. Okay. Granted, if you're doing it installments, you know, yeah, add it on there. That's the way to go, I guess, one way of looking at it, because they are budget-priced guns. All right, so that's the long and short of it all, gentlemen and ladies. So please hit the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned.